G'day, we're in Nepal, northwest region, deep in the Himalayas, on approach to Simikot. We're flying a PAC 750 X-Stol. Our approach phase begins here at Simikot Pass, where we need to be 12,000 feet. We'll start a cruise descent and we'll keep ourselves on the left or west of the valley, hugging all the way across. We're already in contact with Simikot Tower, which is a flight information service. And as we pick up the footage here, we're just approaching our base position. The flight information tower will ask us to report on base leg. See all our power settings there. We're going through 10,800, descending 300-400 feet a minute. Seems to put us pretty well tidally on approach. Simikot is a one-way airstrip. You land on runway 28, take off 10. It's now paved, but at the time of filming here was in construction phase, so the actual width of the runway was approximately 9 meters across, which is reasonably narrow. There's a small margin of error. The elevation of the airport is 9,250 feet and about 550 meters long. The airstrip in town's just starting to come into view on the left side. The strip itself is gently sloping up on landing and down on takeoff, and off the end of the strip when landing there's rising ground which goes up significantly steeper. You may be able to see it now, and because of that our missed approach procedure is slightly different. When we're on short finals, that's our decision point. If we're going around, we need to go to full power, make a left 180-degree turn and head back down the valley. Now, as we admire this fine cameramanship, we are on base now and would have made contact again with Simikot, advise them of such, and they'll let us know the wind once again and tell us whether or not the runway is clear. Because it is a flight information service, they don't give clearances, they can only advise. Now you can see a bit clearer the missed approach point, the tabletop clearing on short finals of the strip, the greener patch. That's where we want to decide if we're going around. We're coming in on finals now. Our flaps will be down, our final checks will be complete. 85 knots is our final approach speed, you can see that there. This speed is slightly faster than the recommended one because of our high altitude, high density altitude. We lose that airspeed a lot quicker. We're landing on the right side. We'll start to hear the stall warning. And as we come down, power will be coming off now, flaring and touchdown. A little bit of beta, a little bit of reverse. Flaps will get raised. And we'll stroll on up. You can see a couple of caravans already landed. We need to keep pretty vigilant now. The apron here gets pretty hectic at times. There's a lot of people loading and unloading aircraft, and you'll normally be able to spot your crew. They'll be there waiting for you to park up, and you can use their guidance. They're actually sitting behind this caravan, you can see. So we'll be using the full width of the apron, turning around and parking behind there. And as soon as we stop, feather, there'll be a bunch of guys that come in and start unloading the aircraft. We're trying to park as far over as possible for when any other aircraft do come. There's enough room for us all. If you look at the top end of the strip there, you can see how steeply it rises. There's been a few aircraft come to grief trying to go around a bit too late here. Got to be wary of it. See the ground crew unloading the caravan in front. Simikot, translated directly into English, means bean fort. So that's what I've always called the place. And here you can buy beans. You can also buy yasagumba, which is a natural herbal remedy. It's said to cure headaches, toothaches and other diseases, and is also a aphrodisiac. I do not recommend taking Yasagumba while flying. You'll always have a hard landing. This is the ground crew unloading the aircraft, taking chickpeas this time for the UN World Food Programme. And this other chap jumping up into the cockpit, he'll be getting the paperwork from the co-pilot. We'll have a load sheet with the information on our cargo, and usually we'll get another one for any cargo we're taking back with us. The ground staff here, they do a great job. They unload the aircraft as quick as they can, just like they're doing, and then that's in case we are in peak traffic and we need to get out of there quick smart. Once the aircraft is empty, they'll stack it all neatly off to the side. There's usually another chap there waiting patiently with a thermos with a cup of tea for us all too, which is pretty neat. And we'll take a look at the same aircraft coming into land. Now he's just on the base leg turning finals. It shows quite nicely too, the ground speed is a lot quicker because of the high density altitude. This might be a little bit later in the day where it's a little bit warmer. There'll be a little bit of a tailwind starting to get up now too. About now as the aircrafts go around point, be bugging out to the left. A little bit of mechanical turbulence off the end. And coming over the fence, coming in hot. Now it's gone to idle, flare, touchdown. Chews up a fair bit of strip later in the day. You can see as well the other part of the airstrip, bit that's under construction. This is also a walkway for the locals. Once a plane's landed, you can see them scarfering across. You'll also hear there'll be guards at either side. When a plane comes, a siren will sound, and then these chaps will blow their whistles, stop everyone from going, or to usher them across a bit quicker if they need a chop chop. And that's the bean fort. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Hooroo.